I've learned that as much as I love to travel and see the world, there are abundant adventures and fascinating people to meet right in my own neighborhood.
I learned more about how to make virtual working best fit my professional and personal roles and responsibilities.
This year, I learned how to break down organizational silos.
The biggest thing I've learned this past year is how to be more present and intentional in creating deeper connections with those that mean the most to me.
I've learned that Slack can be a real value add in terms of connecting and communicating with students and indeed my colleagues.
The biggest thing I've learned over the past year is that relationship building never has to stop, whether we are virtual or face-to-face.
The biggest thing I've learned is that I actually love walking. It was natural for me to walk to meetings while on campus, but challenging for me to get past my mailbox when we started working remotely. I'm definitely more intentional about scheduling regular walks now. It's very therapeutic and relaxing for me.
In the past year, I've learned to embrace uncertainty, increase my capacity for empathy, and collaborate extensively with an optimistic view that everything will turn out just fine.
This past year, I learned how important it is to provide space for others to express themselves, whether in words or even in silence, and how important it is to actually say out loud that you care about them.
The biggest thing that I've learned this past year, and what I think is the word of the year, is pivot. In all that we were faced with this past year and all that we had to encounter, we had to pivot in everything that we did, whether it be our personal life or professional life, career services. We all had to pivot in some way, shape, or form. And guess what? We did it. We were successful and we got through it.
My biggest lesson learned this last year is really that we can't do it alone. And I'm so grateful to have had the support and collaboration from MBA COCA members across the globe. So thank you and enjoy the conference.
The biggest thing that I've learned over the past year is that you are never too old to learn. Enabling one of our 88-year-old parishioners to use Zoom was wonderful, and it had the added bonus of helping me practice patience.
The biggest thing I've learned over the past year is that the conventional needs to be challenged and there's opportunity in crisis.
The biggest thing I learned this year is the importance of self-care. Whether we're in uncertain and unprecedented times or just our normal day-to-day life, you can't be any good to anybody else if you aren't first taking care of yourself.